everyone, this is Melissa, and I'm the talkative introvert. It's Thanksgiving week here in America, so I want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. American or not, I hope everyone is doing well and is in great health. Regardless of if you're celebrating this holiday or not, I still want to encourage you all to take some time this week to list all the things in your life that you're grateful for and think about all the positive things in your life right now. It can include even the tiniest of things, like even the ability to breathe, because nothing is too small to be grateful for. So in the spirit of thankfulness and gratitude, here's an appreciation episode with the Bestie. We actually recorded this episode a while ago, but thought it made sense to publish it during Thanksgiving week, because at least for me, it's pretty rare to find someone you can truly connect with. So this friendship is really special to me, and I hope everyone can find that person or people they can truly connect with.
Testing.
Sorry.
Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, I think it's working.
Yeah.
It's echoey in here. Is it just me?
No, it's echoey. I just don't have cause I gotta put like stuff on the walls. I haven't done that. That's expensive. You gotta like buy all the foam stuff, and then the foam stuff's not pretty.
Who cares about pretty, man? It's about being effective. It's about having the best sound quality.
Oh, geez, really.
We doing this?
Mm-hmm. My voice is just like a little raspy. I talked a lot today at work.
I don't know how you deal with that, man.
I don't know either.
Does it bother you I'm sitting this close to you?
No, it's fine.
I mean, look at that feedback.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, so we're going to start out with... Okay, can I have another piece? Oh, wait, here, I got more paper right here. Okay.
More paper?
No, I'm good. Okay, so...
I can rip you some paper.
1, why? 2.
So methodical.
I just want to stay organized. No, I'm good. You just literally rip that out for nothing. I will take it to work. Are you recording?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. You don't see it?
Hello and good evening. We've never recorded at night before, have we?
No. What's up with the accent?
I don't know. Edit this out, please.
Okay. You don't want that to be the intro?
No.
Okay.
Okay, number 1, why? Number 2, what's the next thing we're going to talk about? I feel like we should get into timeline.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then just go from there, right?
Oh, okay. 3.
Do you have questions? I wrote down questions for you.
I didn't come up with any questions. Okay. Pause. We will be taking an intermission, folks, so that I can write down some questions for Miss Melissa here. What do they call you? Me or Melissa?
Melissa.
I can't call you Melissa.
You don't have to call me Melissa. Everyone calls me Mia.
Okay, questions. Fuck. Can we just use your questions and then both
we don't
answer
have to.
them?
I mean, we didn't even prep for the last episode. So
I mean, we kind of did.
Not really. All I did was watch that TikTok you sent me.
Hey man, I sent you 4 TikToks.
Yeah, but that's all I did. I didn't like look it up. I didn't even.
Okay, I'm just gonna
be you.
I'm gonna ride your coattails, man, and we're gonna use your questions. I have one question for you.
Okay. Are you gonna tell me, or are you gonna tell me in the episode?
I guess it'll be a surprise. Okay, so I was thinking 1, why? 2, timeline. 3, our friendship today. Okay. And then 4 questions?
Well, I was just going to incorporate the questions into the podcast.
Oh.
It wasn't going to be like, you know.
We are scratching that
Q&A. There's no Q&A.
Okay, do you want to? Oh, God.
Are you ready?
Yes, I am ready. I have a question.
Great start.
Okay, here's your question.
Okay, what's your question?
What do you like about me the most?
I the question.
Okay. Please answer the question. Just kidding.
Oh my god. This is gonna be so hard to edit. The last episode, I just couldn't stop laughing. And I was like, wait, what did she say?
Okay. You go first. This is your podcast, man.
Well, let's get straight to, like, why are we doing this episode? Because, I mean, I don't know what the title of the episode's going to be, but obviously people are going to know we're talking today about our friendship. But why?
Okay, start over. I'm just kidding. The look on your face. Priceless.
So, when we talked about it the last time we did our last episode, we wanted to talk about our friendship because, like... Well, I thought it was because we had such different personalities. I thought that's what you said. Is that not what you said?
I don't know, because I don't think that.
You don't think we have different personalities? I think our personalities are pretty different.
Oh, God. I mean, we're just not even on the same page. Maybe we're not as good as friends as I thought we were.
Well, you don't have to be good friends or have the same personality to be good friends, right?
No, absolutely not. Opposites attract.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, here's a fun idea. Why don't you say why you think we're similar in our personalities and why I think we're different? Oh, wait. Okay. No, it's the opposite. Is it the opposite? You think we're different and I think we're similar?
I think we're different. You think we're similar.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So why we're different?
Yeah. So why do you think we're different?
Okay. Oh, man, that's a hard question. So,
like, also, sidebar, how deep into, like, the nitty-gritty do we want to get into?
Well, anytime we realize we're going too deep, just say, edit that out.
Oh, all right, then.
So, I don't know. I'm not...
Okay, I got you.
I don't have any secrets. There's nothing exciting about me that's worth keeping a secret. So
okay.
It's fine.
Okay, so why do you think that we're so different?
I think we're different because I think we're this... Okay, how do I phrase this? Because you say what's in my mind, you know, outwardly, but I don't. I keep it in.
Okay.
So we're very, so I guess we're both. We're like very similar because we think of similarly on some like the same topics, like, you know, have the same viewpoints for the most part. Yeah. Obviously we differ in some parts, but for the most part we have the same viewpoint and stuff, same humor, blah, blah, blah. But but how we like express ourselves on a daily basis is different. Okay. You know. Okay. Actually, does that make sense?
Yes, 100%.
Okay.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
So it's not that like we're totally different and that we're totally the same. Like we're both the same but different. I feel like. Why is that funny? I'm being serious.
Oh, that's something we're similar about too. Feet touching.
Stop. I'm triggered. I'm triggered. I know. What was I thinking?
It's fine.
Okay.
Anyways, how about you? Okay.
Why do I think we're the same?
Yeah.
Or similar? Because we're both introverts. Even though I feel like you're like a hard and fast introvert and I'm more fluid.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm an extroverted introvert.
Yeah,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, but I think like we're similar in the way that like we like to live our lives, and that's like being super independent and just doing like what we want to do on a daily basis and like doing what makes us happy. Mm-hmm. And like I think we're both similar in the way like what makes us happy is being at home with our dogs and not having to deal with people.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
And I think we're similar in our style.
Yeah.
I think we have similar style.
And...
I mean...
Look at what we're wearing. Well, you guys can't see it, but...
And I think we're similar in just like how we think. Like our thought process is similar.
Okay.
And we have a tendency to just like pick up things that the other is like maybe feeling or thinking in their head.
Oh my God, yeah.
Like with the look.
Yeah. We look at each other a lot.
and we just can say everything to each other.
Yeah. It's like we could read each other's minds. That's how long we've been friends.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so the reason why I wish I had my phone, but I sent you.
I asked you.
I know. I
you
just
wanna go get it. It's just right there.
Is that your phone?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look on your phone and see what I said.
Oh, on what? Oh, right. Okay, hold on.
Because I texted you something. I can't
What did you
remember
text
exactly
me?
what I said. Right
That
after
one?
we did our last episode. No.
Oh, right.
We did our last one, which was Saturday.
I don't remember. Oh, was it? Oh, yeah, it was Saturday. Oh, okay. This part.
Yeah. Should I read it?
I thought that's what you were doing. That's why I was holding it up.
Okay. For reals? Okay. So I said, what if we talk about our friendship? Like how we started out as friends, us consistently being there for each other. A couple years we fell off, then came back together, etc. How our personalities complement each other. We're similar and different. Oh my God. What the fuck? We've touched on this before in other episodes, but it might be cool to do a deep dive.
Yeah.
Or deep dive, not deep vibe.
Deep vibe.
Both deep vibes.
What did I say?
Oh my God.
Yeah, that is what I said. What a brilliant idea.
This feels like Spanish class when you had to act out scenes.
Oh, God. I did not.
Retain anything? Neither did I.
Oh, I mean, it's kind of morbid, like my response, because I was like saying, I would love to just have that, like, if one of us gets sick or dies. Why did I say that?
Oh my God. Don't make a bitch pee. Okay? Oh my God.
Of course.
Okay, so why? So that's the why.
Yeah, that's why.
All that.
An
That's why.
archive of our friendship, of us talking about us.
Yeah.
Do you like talking about yourself?
Yeah.
I know you do. So, oh man, should bring up narcissism again. So I like talking about myself.
You do?
I do. I love talking about myself.
Me
which
too. That
very
sounds bad, but
narcissistic.
it's not.
But that is the one subject I know most of. You know what I mean?
Well, gee, I would hope so.
But that's why. Because other things you gotta like research it and like I used to love photography, right?
Yeah.
And people be like, oh, what camera model do you have? And the blah blah blah, like, you know, what kind of this and that do you like? What's your exposure level? And I'm like, my teacher gave me a chart, so I just follow it. And I'm like, I got this camera from my cousin. It's I think, what is it?
Wow, you
A
got a whole
Pentax.
wall of them. A Pentax.
Yeah. So,
Nice.
but you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
myself, I know all about myself. You can ask me any question about myself.
Get on down with your bad self, girl.
Because we talk to people and we meet people, like me and Brandon, for example, and we are really good at asking people about themselves, getting to know them, you know, asking about we're good at that stuff and we're good at like making that type of conversation.
Yeah.
But like 90% of the time, they don't ask us about us. You know? And it's like, but
I'm interesting.
like I have a lot to say. Ask me.
I've lived.
Yeah. But
I
anyways.
get what you mean. Okay, so you know how most people don't like the sound of their voice on recording?
Yeah.
I love the sound of my voice.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
Like, I think I have a very, like, unique voice. Like, it's just very deep, like, for a girl. And, like, I don't know, I like it. I feel like I have, like, a really chill voice. Except for when I be getting hyphy. And I do be getting hyphy a lot.
It's our laugh. I think that's what gets us. Our cackle.
When we're in sync.
Oh, I love when we're in sync. It makes me laugh more.
It's like our laughs harmonize. That's the way I can describe it. And like our vibrato is like in perfect like sync. Oh my god, I have the craziest dreams. I almost always remember my dreams.
Do you?
Yes.
Is that a good thing?
And they're extremely detailed. Sometimes they are, sometimes I don't like them, and I'm like, ugh, I don't even want to sleep right now. Like, I just can't think about this right now.
Yeah.
What about you?
I do. Yeah, I remember most of my dreams. They're not that interesting. It's usually like related to something I'm stressed out about that week. Like, I can tell why I'm dreaming what I'm dreaming. And it's like, oh, it's related to this and that. And so it's not that interesting. I don't have a lot of fun dreams, unfortunately.
Oh my god, I had a dream the other night that I was working at a Hershey's chocolate factory, but we were making like giant Hershey's chocolates, okay? Like a 9-inch diameter base Hershey, like just...
Oh my god.
Yeah, right? And it was wrapped, excuse me, it was wrapped in like the most beautiful like purple foil. And yeah, it was dope. And what else happened in that dream? I can't even remember, but that was pretty cool.
Were you craving chocolate that day?
Probably. When am I not craving chocolate?
I know, I love chocolate. Chocolate and peanut butter. Oreo cream. Anyways.
Okay,
we're going to talk about our timeline. So
okay, let me flip over the page.
When did we meet?
We met junior year in Mr. Lee's economics class in 2009.
Can you believe that? Okay, it's 2021.
Been friends for 14 years, right?
2021. What's 21 minus 9?
12 years? That's it?
Why, you thought it was longer?
I thought it was 14.
No, 12.
Alrighty then. So we've been friends for 12 years.
That's still a long time.
That is a very long time.
Like, because I moved a lot. So that's a really long friendship for me.
Totally.
Yeah. And that's a big deal because I kind of lost a lot of my friends. Because, like, even though Shannon and Mia, for example, we went to school with in BV, I wasn't really that close with them. It wasn't until, like, after college I started becoming, like, friends with them.
Yeah, for sure.
So you're, like, truly, other than Brandon, obviously, truly, like, my longest friend.
And Brandon and I are both Leos.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You guys are very similar.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so that's when we met, and...
Wait, so what was your first impression of me?
I thought you were a bitch. I thought you were a cold-hearted bitch.
Yeah, I guess
Stonewall Jackson. You got that resting bitch face.
Do you remember the first time you met me?
I remember this is how I remember it. I was sitting in the last row, and you were it was on the left side of the classroom, and then you were sitting like I think 2 or 3 rows up on the very end, right next to the wall.
Okay.
So I saw like the back of your head, like the back of you, and like your short little black hair. Maybe it was longer then, but
no, I think it was
shorter.
Did I cut my hair off?
Like shoulder length or something?
I think so.
And I just remember like being very impressed by you because like you were very organized, and you obviously like were very good at just being in school, like being disciplined.
Yeah. And
junior year was when I was starting to go through my extremely unruly phase because I didn't really get serious about school till like senior year.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I always got good grades, but like as far as like being organized and blah blah blah,
and, like, so caring about it.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, I just like was impressed by you because I'm like, holy shit, like she's got everything labeled and like they're in pretty little notebooks. Yeah. And like this bitch has got a planner. Like she's so popular that she needs a planner to keep track of everything. My God.
Like I would take it out and put it on my desk.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that.
So yeah, that's what I remember.
Okay, so for me,
Oh,
what
God.
I remember. Oh, so because I know we moved along that class, but I don't remember. We were like towards the back,
Yeah.
but I was actually sitting behind you.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I know we moved. So because I know we had like our first seats, and then we moved when we got into our groups.
Okay.
Remember?
Yeah.
So before we got into our
We
groups,
were in the back corner.
Yeah, the
right by
back
Mr.
corner.
Lee's desk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was you, and you sat next to Brandon.
Brandon?
Yeah.
Brandon?
Yeah.
What the fuck? He was there?
You sat next to him.
What the fuck?
You don't remember that?
No.
He was in Bernice's group, and they sold like picture frames.
Oh, I thought you meant he was in our group.
No, he wasn't in our group. He was just in that class.
Interesting. Okay, well. Okay then.
But what I remember though is that you talked a lot. You were talking to Brandon a lot, and I was like, I don't know what Mr. Lee is saying. We're gonna get like quiz for this. Yeah. I was like, I was trying to like pay attention. You guys just kept talking.
Because we both like to talk.
Yeah.
That is fucking hilarious. Holy shit. I don't remember this at all.
But that was pretty short because then we ended up in our groups pretty quickly. Because that was like it was one of those weird classes that it was half a semester.
It was half econ, half driver's ed. Did you take the driver's ed part?
I did the health ed part. Because driver's ed, I did that over summer school.
Oh, nice.
Were you not part of the sex ed portion of it? Or did you transfer out of class?
No, I did. So maybe I took 3 classes from him. I don't know. Anyway, so that was our first impression.
Yeah.
And where we met. Sorry, I'm like really
That's fine.
gassy tonight.
But we didn't become friends until we got placed in our econ groups.
Yeah.
That was actually pretty fun.
Was it?
Well, for me. I was president of our group.
Yeah, you were the CEO. Of course you had fun. You got to boss all your little minions around.
Yeah.
For a whole semester.
So in that class, what was our assignment? We had to like create a product and sell it.
I was so stupid. I was like, I refused to like legitimately ask anybody like, hey, you wanna buy this headband? There's a rally coming up.
I don't think you sold anything.
Of course I didn't. I was like, my ego was too large and in charge. And I thought, I'm like, this is so stupid. I can't do this. I just can't do this. I can't bring myself.
I honestly don't remember what you did.
Exactly.
But I remember we made headbands, and like Lindsay, I think, was the one that like got all the materials.
Oh yeah, she was.
And I think she was the one that like made them too, right?
No, didn't we all get together and make them?
Oh, probably. With like puffy paint.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then the headbands.
And literally, I was just decorating to like keep for myself. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I'm keeping this bitch. This is too good.
We didn't sell. I think our first customer was actually Dutton. We had one that said like BVHS on it, and he bought it.
Good for him.
He actually wore it to the rally.
Thank you for supporting us.
Yeah. And Lindsay's like, look, our headband.
Okay, God, why is this all like, you're just like unlocking memories for me tonight. Yeah, I remember all of this now.
I apparently have
a really good memory.
Like, yeah, but someone called me creepy for it once. Did I tell you that story?
Fuck that person. No.
Yeah. It was when I was working at Yogurt Monkey.
Oh, God, with Stefan.
Yeah. I forgot about him. Yeah. But this lady and her son used to be a regular.
Oh.
And they would like get yogurt all the time. And they would get yogurt like after their soccer game.
Uh-huh.
And he won or something. I don't know. He had some medal. Oh. And he left it there.
Oh.
And so I put it in the lost and found. But they didn't show up at yogurt because I think it was like wintertime or whatever. And they didn't show up for another like full on year. Like this boy has grown.
Oh.
And I recognized the mom. I was like, oh, you guys left a medal here, a soccer medal. And she's like, that was like a year ago. That's creepy. And then she took her, paid and left. And I was
Bitch.
like, bitch. That was so rude. I was like,
That's
you're
rude
welcome.
as fuck.
God.
that I saved this beloved memory of your son.
Yeah.
You cold-hearted bitch.
Like, he could add that to his collection. He probably was missing it for a while.
Yeah, seriously. He totally was upset about it for at least a little while.
Crying, bawling in his room.
Yeah, exactly. Because he worked hard to get that medal.
Yeah. So you're welcome.
Yeah. Bitch.
Bitch.
Okay. So next thing I wrote down for timeline is just how we developed our friendship, and we just got to know each other more, and we kept hung out with each other more, and we just enjoyed each other's company more and more, and just always had fun every time I hung out. So here are some key memories I have. Okay. So when we went to IKEA to specifically get Swedish meatballs with Lindsay, and you drove, remember that? And I remember you bitching because you shared the car with your brother, and you're like, it's dirty because of Mikey.
Did I do that? I guess I could see me doing that. Yeah. Because we did have to share a car.
And then I remember your debut and just getting to meet your family and getting to meet your parents, and they were just very sweet and welcoming, and so that was really cool, getting to meet your family, and Ava as a little 2-year-old baby. I don't even think she was 2 yet.
I don't think so. I think she was 1.
Yeah, and in her little dress, her little party dress. She looked so cute. And then I did you help me proofread / write my college admissions essay? I feel like you did.
I feel like I always do. Yeah. Your resumes and stuff.
Yeah, and so we just always supported each other and what we wanted to do after high school.
Was your paper about living on the reservation?
Probably. I don't know. I wish I had it. I'm sure I do if I because I've saved everything I ever put on that MacBook. So. Yeah. Which I still have, by the way.
Do you?
Yeah, and every year I'll pull it out just to see if it'll turn on.
Does it?
It turns on, but you can't, the keyboard doesn't work.
Oh.
And the mouse doesn't work. So then I tried plugging in a separate keyboard and mouse, and it still didn't work.
Oh, that's lame.
I know. Oh, wait, no, it's not that it didn't work. I couldn't remember the fucking password.
Oh my God. You could probably go to the Apple store.
Yeah. Gonna be a no for me. Gonna be a no for me. Okay, and then we walked together at graduation.
I know. Hold on, back up though. I was just thinking, so when you sent this to me, I was thinking oh yeah, we used to go to IKEA a few times.
Hell yeah.
Which was far, and we also didn't have our own place, so we literally just went for the restaurant.
Yeah,
but we used to always go to Lindsay, and I was like, what happened to Lindsay? We stopped just being friends, or
I mean, you know how it is.
I didn't have a falling out or anything with her, I don't think.
You just go off to college, and you graduate, and life takes you in unexpected directions. And
yeah,
I thought she was living abroad for a hot minute. In London or something like that?
I think her husband was from London. Right? I don't know if she lived there. Maybe.
I don't know.
She could.
Lindsay, if you're listening.
I doubt it. I'm
DM
not friends
us.
with her on anything, social media or anything.
I don't know. You never know.
Yeah. But that was one of my questions, because I was like, what the hell happened to Lindsay?
That was one of your questions?
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious. Yeah, Lindsay, if you're listening, please slide into those DMs.
Let us know what you remembered.
Oh, God. Don't open that door.
I'm sure it's good. Oh, I don't know. We stopped being friends. I don't know if it's that good. Anyways. So yeah, we did. Okay, the graduation part. So the moment that I knew we were gonna be best friends was graduation. And do you know why?
Oh God, why?
So, so when we go to graduation, you know how we had to like line up in the small gym and get ready to walk out. So we had to like get with our group.
Yeah.
And it's like a group of 4. It was just me and Tatum, and we were like, we need 2 more people. And I see you walking in, like huffing and puffing because didn't you like ride your bike to school because your mom couldn't come or whatever? And
what? You don't know what happened?
No.
Okay, so one of the teachers stopped me because I wasn't wearing a dress.
Oh yeah, see that's okay.
And I told that bitch to fuck off.
Yeah. So I saw you walking in huffing puffing, and then you had like your gown open because. Okay, so at our school, they do a gown check. So underneath your cap and gown to make sure you're like dressed appropriately. Even though you're not going to see it, so who cares? But Bailey comes in. Then I think it's Mrs. Sargent, right? That stops you.
Yep.
And she's like, all right, gown check. And then you have to like open up. And she's like, you're not wearing appropriate attire. And you're like, well, I don't have money to go buy an appropriate dress. This is all I got, or something like that.
That's right.
And then you came like, and she's like, all right. And then you came huffing and puffing and like.
That's all you knew we were going to be. That's the moment? What the fuck?
And I was
Why?
like, oh my God, I love this girl. Because no one stood up to Mrs. Sargent.
Fuck that bitch.
Everyone was scared of her. They didn't like her. She was a mean teacher or whatever.
Yeah.
Sorry, no offense if you're listening. I doubt it.
I'm pretty sure I still got like B+A in that class though, even though she really didn't like me. I mean, it's math, baby. You can't deny the numbers. If the answer's right, it's right.
It's pretty black and white.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, because I was like, yes, you go. You tell her. And then, did we just like lock eyes and we're like, hey, you want to be on my group or something? Oh no, it wasn't you. Courtney needed a partner. I was like, yeah, you can be my partner. Like with me and Tatum. And then I guess you guys already decided you guys were walking together.
Yeah, probably. We were super, super close in high school.
Yeah. Because Courtney used to be my best friend.
I know. I love that.
I don't know what happened. I think just Brandon happened. And I don't know. Nothing. I don't know. But like Tatum was like my best friend at the time, and then Courtney was yours, but it worked out because they were like on the sides and we got to walk together next to each other.
Yeah. Yeah. I have the picture. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Maybe we can post it for the episode on Instagram.
Okay.
If you want.
Yeah.
If you want.
I think I had a terrible haircut.
I mean, we all did.
Yeah.
We all did. Okay, so graduation. And then the next thing I remember is you helping me pack for college.
I know. Oh, I remember that. And I remember Andy.
Andy Pandy.
Mm-hmm. You chewed a hole in Mikey's sweater.
Oh,
because I wore his sweater when I went up to your house.
Oh,
and I think it was like over the boob.
It sounds like something he would do. God rest his soul.
Yeah, he was a cutie.
Yeah, 20-pound bunny.
Yeah, was he really
severely overweight? Yeah,
and he like just hopped around the apartment.
Yeah, I used to put him on the kitchen table, and he would just like Superman off.
Oh.
Like all fours out, leaping through the air. It was really cute.
Oh,
so yeah, and I just remember that day being like very emotional and like just like literally packing up and driving off.
Yeah.
I
think it was kind of sad because like we kind of just started becoming friends.
Yeah.
And I think that summer, didn't we like hang out a lot that summer?
Before I left?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I guess so. I mean, we graduated in June and I left in August.
Yeah.
So for, I guess, like that month, 2 months or whatever, we did hang out a lot.
Yeah. So I think that's why I was sad. And I literally like watched you drive off in your truck.
Yeah. Yeah.
With your little
My bike.
your beach cruiser that you had to carry onto your truck. Oh jeez.
Yeah.
How long did you stay in Washington?
I was there from August to December.
That's it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought it was longer.
No, I was only there for one semester and I completely flunked out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just got like extremely depressed and like didn't go to any of my classes. Just like didn't go.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So then I went to college and then I moved back in December.
Did you move back to Chico?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I don't really know. So the next kind of like timeline thing I remember. So I moved back in December 2010. And then the very next thing that I remember is you introducing me to Casey and Leia, which was, I think we decided was 2015.
It had to be before that because we moved in together like 2013, I think.
So maybe 2014 then.
Yeah. But before that, because I was trying to think like what happened before that.
Yeah. So what did happen before that?
I know we were kind of just on and off because you were like, I remember you used to live with people who used to steal your food.
Oh God.
Yep. And then you lived with Haley at some point.
Yep.
And you eventually went to Robertson.
Yep.
And I just remember every time we hung out, we would go eat Mongolian barbecue.
Yeah, and go to Target.
Yeah, that was like our routine every time.
Yeah.
But I feel like so I kind of call it like the dark ages, because like I was having a lot of issues at the time and like working, going to school. So I didn't like see a lot of people unless we went to school together. I probably didn't. That's probably why I didn't see you. And like also, I was having a lot of like money problems at the time. Because I was working like a minimum wage and moved out, like trying to, make ends meet and stuff. Like at some point, I almost like didn't have my car. And so I think that's probably why, just life in college and going to work. But we did try to see each other at least.
Yeah, totally. Like at least once every couple months.
Yeah.
Like for sure. So we definitely always like kept in touch.
Yeah.
And
then
you
were like dating someone at the time too.
We'll call him Tic Tac Dick.
Okay. So I didn't see you during that era. Either.
Greg, if you're listening, fuck you.
So I didn't see you during that, part.
I know. I have a tendency to drop off from friends like most people do when you get in a relationship.
Yeah.
It's normal when you're young, I feel like.
Yeah. But we still, like, always found our way back.
Totally. So, okay, so then you introduced me to Casey and Leia.
Yeah.
And, just, like, immediately fell in love with both of them.
Yeah.
Like, we all became, like, real. I feel like that's when our friendship, like, really took off. Yeah. Is when, like, the four of us became friends because the four of us started doing shit together.
Yeah.
And, like, literally just had so much fun. Like, every single time we hung out. It didn't matter if we were just going to get food and go to Target. Like, we were, like, we were just living life.
We're the worst in the restaurant, though.
Oh, my God. Everyone hates us when we go to restaurants. Because of me.
Well, our laughs, like...
And then Casey gets all hyphy.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm definitely the instigator for sure. And you know what? I'm proud of that. Like, I get the party started, man. When I want to.
Yeah.
When I'm not feeling social metered out.
That's true. I love when we hang out.
Yeah, me too.
So, one of the things, like, I noted, like, before... you met everybody, before we like, because I know we did a lot of stuff. Like we would go on little road trips. I love.
We should go on a road trip. It's been a minute.
Yeah. Yeah, our little road trips. Like we brought Link to the snow one.
Yeah, I remember.
I think like when you got your Subaru is when we started like
going
places, and we went to like Bodega Bay, and then we
went to Tahoe, like at least Avila Beach down by San Luis Obispo.
That was fun.
That was amazing.
So we used to do that. We used to like hang out. I think like my senior year, that's when I started like actually having weekends off and like a regular schedule. So that's when we started seeing each other.
Yeah.
But the one thing I remember the most was your Robertson place. And for Christmas, we were like at Hobby Lobby or Michael's or something.
Hobby Lobby.
Yeah. And then I bought you an ornament because I was like, hey, can I buy you an ornament to put on your tree? Like something you can remember me by.
Yeah.
And then that's what started our ornament
tradition.
Yeah. Because then the following year, then you started doing it, and then we did it to each other for a couple of years. Mm-hmm. And then we finally added Casey 2 years ago, right?
Yeah.
And then I added Leia last year.
Yeah.
And then this year, we should add Austin.
Oh, we're adding Austin, baby.
Yeah.
So Austin. Is it going to be the 5 of us?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do it. I'm down like a clown.
We need to set that up. But yeah, I love that tradition. I have all your ornaments.
Too. But you know what we should do this year is write on the bottom of them.
I know. We don't
like
do
from
that.
Mia and then like the year. Because like I was having a hard time. I remember last year being like, okay, fuck, which ones has Mia gotten me?
And I always forget.
And which year?
What I got you too.
Yeah, I always forget what I got you.
Yeah.
One time I got you sushi.
Yeah.
One time I got you Mulan.
Yeah.
Right?
That was last year.
Yeah. I got you Sailor Moon.
I
got you Sailor Moon?
I have a Sailor Moon one.
For me?
Mm-hmm.
I got you like a cute little Target set one time. It was like a little camper.
Oh, yeah. Camper with the truck.
Yeah. It reminded me of you guys.
And I have a panda one.
I think that might be from Casey.
Well, Casey just started. So from her, I only have the corgi one and the hot chocolate with the marshmallows.
Oh, okay.
So I think so you gave me a panda one. I think that's the first one.
Oh,
like
okay.
Our first, yeah.
Okay. And then I think the second one was the sushi one.
Probably. I don't know. They don't have years on it, so I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, we should like mark them this time.
Yeah, we should.
So yeah. And like, yeah. But we need to go on a road trip soon. Like it's been too long. Too long.
Well, stuff happened last year. But we haven't gone on one just us two. Oh no. We went just us two.
Oh my God, where'd we go?
Where did we go? Well, I know for your birthday, we went to Monterey.
Oh yeah. That was like 4 years ago, though.
Was that 4 years ago?
That was a long time ago. I don't even think I wasn't even married yet. It was like 2017.
Was that the last time we went on the road trip, just us two?
I think so. Or maybe it was 2018. Like right before I got married.
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
It was 2018. Probably. That was a long time ago. Okay. And then the next thing I remember is Cody's Halloween party where Leia, or I don't think Leia was there, but Casey was there. Oh, Leia was there too? Yeah. Casey was there. I don't think Brandon was there.
No, I don't think Brandon was there. No. Because
I came across a picture. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
And it's like you wore your little corgi outfit and I was an angel.
Oh, if you guys are following me on Instagram, that's our Halloween episode picture.
Oh, from last year.
Yeah. And I had the pumpkin over a certain person's face.
She who must not be named.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember that party. It was just a fun night.
It was.
Yeah.
You're an angel.
Yeah. It was just, maybe it sticks out to me because I'm just not a party person. Mm-hmm. And normally I don't have fun at parties. I just don't. I don't like to socialize. But
I think it's because it was us.
I have to be in a certain mood.
Because it was me, you, Leia, Casey. Was Kaylee there?
I want to say yes.
I think she was there.
Plus, when you get alcohol involved,
yeah,
I'm a completely different person when I'm drunk.
Yeah.
Way more, outgoing.
You more than you already are.
Am I outgoing?
You're outgoing.
What the?
You talk to people. You say things. You make comments. And some people,
do?
like the one time we were at a Target with Casey, and me and Casey were just sitting on the Target chairs or whatever because you were just talking to someone. And I was like, okay, it's going to be done now, right? What could they possibly be talking about the toothpaste aisle? Wherever you guys are at.
That's fucking funny. So yeah, I remember that. And that was Halloween 2015.
Oh, that was 2015?
I believe so.
Okay.
Because then I remember New Year's 2016. Me
Oh,
and
at the
Cody
house?
were there. Yeah.
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah. Like, I remember that night. Like, it was a really good night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have pictures from that night. Like,
Yeah.
Polaroids and stuff.
Yeah. So I remember that. And then the next thing I remember after that, do you remember anything in between? Like, anything that's, like, sticking out other than what I'm saying?
What's the year we got you the
KitchenAid?
Yeah, the mixer.
Do you have that video?
I think I do.
I want to watch it.
It's so funny.
I know, I love
love it. You're the best person to give gifts to.
It was definitely before marriage.
Yeah.
I think it was 2018, which is why I think Monterey was 2017, because I know that those things didn't happen the same year.
Yeah, the same time. Yeah, it is 2017 because we literally went the weekend before Joanne and Brandon's wedding.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they got married 2017.
Yeah.
I thought they got married 2016.
No, 2017. 2017.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then, or maybe the KitchenAid was 2019?
No. It's gotta be earlier than that.
What did we do for my birthday right before Cody and I got married? I think it was that.
Was it?
I think so.
I'm getting this so mixed up. Because one year we went kayaking. But I think that was...
No. Okay, kayaking was definitely 2019 because Cody and I got married in 2018.
Yeah.
So that's when you gave me the KitchenAid. 2017 was Monterey. And then 2019 was kayaking because I just remember like that's when I was really unhappy.
Yeah.
And like I didn't even have fun that day. And I was just being a pill because I was just like really unhappy with life.
You weren't being Bailey.
Sorry about that.
Nothing you need to apologize for.
Sometimes it just be like that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
But we still had fun like planning the wedding because we would go to Muir Woods.
Yeah, we went
to,
hiking in Muir Woods.
Yeah, and try out places for your dinner and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And your dress fitting.
Yeah. So that was 20. Oh, and then the next thing I remember is going hiking at Stinson Beach where Austin came. That I looked back at the pictures. That was June 2017. And like
2017.
Yeah, dude. And like
Dang.
I just remember having so much fun. Like we legit had so much fun on the hike. Like we literally could not stop laughing the whole entire time.
You could probably hear us throughout the park. Can you imagine like other hikers?
It's all like beautiful and peaceful and quiet. And you just hear these two bitches cackling in unison.
I did sprain my ankle. Oh my god. We had like 4 miles still left, I think.
Not even. We had like a mile or 2. Probably 2. It was like right at the end.
Yeah, I was close to the end. Luckily, because it's a 9-mile hike. Can you imagine? Like halfway through. I was so pissed. I was like, we're almost done.
Yeah. Good times. Good times.
Good times. That's why I own hiking boots now.
I know, right? I'm like, how did I ever go hiking in tennis shoes?
Right?
Yeah.
And it's pretty like damp. It was muddy that day too.
Like hiking boots would have helped.
Yeah.
Stupid. So after June 2017, the next thing I remember is going to Disneyland in 2018.
Oh my god, that was such a magical time. I loved, and it was Halloween too, like my favorite holiday.
Yeah.
My first time since I was like 6 going to Disneyland. And Star Wars, like Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah.
Best place on earth.
Mm-hmm.
My nephew's there today for his birthday.
Aww.
I know.
Joseph?
No, the other one. John. Yeah. He's 28 now.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Makes me feel old. I always like thought of them as being way younger.
Yeah, they're not.
They're not.
They're a year younger.
Yeah. Yeah, Disneyland like was amazing.
Yeah.
Like we went for 3 days, I think. Yeah.
Was it 3 days?
Yeah. or maybe just 2 days, but it was amazing. It was so much fun. I cannot wait to go back again with you and Casey too, and Austin, and Leia if you're in town.
Yeah, if she's in town. She has to experience a Bailey Disneyland.
And then that was October 2019, and then COVID.
Yeah.
And then, like, literally, I felt like we didn't see each other for, like, a whole year. I don't think it was that long, but it was a long-ass time.
I think it's just because last year just felt so long. But we still saw each other. Like, we would go to the park. But yeah, it was, like, months after
honestly, I think the first time we saw each other during COVID times was when we went and got Laboo that one morning, and it was right when I decided that I was gonna, like, leave Cody.
Oh, right.
And I had to, like,
separated when we
and I had to give you, like, the lowdown of what was going on, and that was in June.
Yeah.
So we definitely saw you for your birthday 2020 because that was pre-COVID.
Yeah.
So that's fucking 5 months of not seeing each other.
And we tried, like, FaceTime, didn't we, once?
I feel like we did a couple times.
Yeah.
And it just sucked.
Yeah. It wasn't the same.
And, like, we FaceTime with, like, Casey, too.
Yeah, for her birthday. Oh, yeah, that's what we did for her birthday. We did, like, Zoom or whatever. But there was, like, a bunch of people.
There's, like, fucking 30 people.
And you were, like, smoking out that bomb.
That's, like, all I was doing. I wasn't even interacting. I was so, like, riddled with social anxiety. I'm like...
It was too much. I don't know how people have Zoom parties.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you even talk to each other? It's just, like, everyone just, like, yelling at each other.
So, yeah. And then... What did we do? Oh, 2020 for your birthday, we went to San Francisco.
Yeah.
Yeah. And went to museum.
Yeah, we went to the...
What museum?
What's that called again? The Science Museum.
Something about science in San Francisco. It was really cool, though.
California Academy of Sciences.
Yeah, it was
That's
cool.
where we went for my birthday.
Yeah. And it was just, like, I just love San Francisco. It really is such, like, a romantic city. Yeah, that was basically it. And then for my birthday last year, remember me, you, and Casey just went to the river and we got Cold Stone?
Oh, yeah.
I had so much fun.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Like,
I loved it.
Everything was closed. Like, it was
fun.
It
didn't even matter.
Yeah.
But yeah. So that is, like, a timeline. Oh my God. Yeah. How could I forget when we went whitewater? Wait, how do you say it?
Whitewater rafting?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for my work thing. Yeah. I forgot about that.
That was truly one of the worst experiences of my fucking life.
Because we had to, like, ride on a bus down this windy road.
I got really, like car sick. Yeah. I just remember, please don't. I just remember holding on to the seat in front of me and the wall, like the window. And from the window to the wall. The sweat dropped down my balls.
I don't even know my balls part.
And I was just, like, gripping onto the bus, and I was like, oh God, I'm gonna throw.
And they only had, like, a little sliver of the window open. And I remember you trying to just, like, breathe out the window.
It was bad. Yeah. So then that happened, and then we get into the raft.
Which is weird.
It was very dangerous.
Because I didn't know that for whitewater rafting that you sit on the side of the raft.
I know. Inside. Like, when we were sitting on the side, I was thinking to myself, and, like, looking at you, I was like, this can't be right.
Right? I thought you stay inside a raft. I was like, that's the whole point of a raft.
And it's not safe because somebody fell out.
Yeah.
A whole ass person just fucking tumbled over the side of the raft.
Oh, poor Ava when that happened.
It was so scary.
And we just left. Like, it was like 5 minutes in.
That blood-curdling scream from Ava. Oh. It was something out of a movie. Yeah, it was so dramatic.
Because he, like, just bounced off the side. Like, it was just so, like, gentle how he bounced off.
Oh, my God.
And then Ava's
literally,
in the middle.
Like, rolled into the water.
Yeah. And then Ava just shrieks, like, Daddy! Daddy! And oh my gosh, she was traumatized.
I was traumatized. I was scared.
But he's fine. Oh my God. He's around.
Yeah.
He's still alive.
Love to Michael.
Yeah. But he did get like a little nick on his...
He did. He got banged up a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that happened. Okay, and then our wedding. So I got married September.
Oh, yeah, I got married. Forgot about that.
So I got married September 2018. Yeah.
Yeah, because we were just a year apart.
Yeah. And then you got married, I want to say March 2019.
Yep.
And so my wedding, I don't really want to get too into it, but Mia you were right there, and I needed you and Casey so much on that day. And like, yeah, it was an emotional day. Like, it's more emotional now after everything that's happened and like thinking about that day. And like, honestly, that whole day, I just so badly like wanted to pull you aside and just be like, get me out of here. Yeah, like we need to go. We
totally could have too. It was a pretty stressful day. Like, I felt like there were just like a lot of signs, because literally, so that day, the reason why we were late is because Brandon had really bad vertigo.
You guys were late?
Well, we left late. We were supposed to like come a little earlier to help fix your hair and stuff.
Oh.
But he had vertigo, and we had to like figure that out. And I'm like, when do you ever get vertigo? Like, why today of all days, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he hasn't had that since. Like, he hasn't experienced that in the past like couple years since then. I think that was the last time he had vertigo.
Well, next time he gets vertigo, we'll know something's
there's a sign.
Something's afoot. Mm-hmm.
So we were late, trying to rush there, and then right when we get there, it was just like all hands on deck, because we were like trying to get your hair done because we got to get to like Muir Woods on time.
Mm-hmm.
And then your hair is like really difficult to curl.
Mm-hmm.
And I think like Casey was working, what was it? Oh, I would curl one curl and hand it to Casey, like hairspray her hand so she could hold the curl, and then I would move on to the next one.
Casey really taking one for the team.
Yeah. That was so stressful, but it turned out pretty good. I thought your hair looked pretty nice.
Yeah, my hair did look amazing. Yeah. I think also what made that day just like not good is like I just wasn't happy, and I was very stressed out, and like I'm just not somebody that can hide my emotions at all.
Yeah.
I think that's something that we're very different in, is like you're very good at like being reserved and just like being professional and like
yeah, like I know what you're feeling just by looking
everybody at you. Knows what I'm feeling just by looking at me. If my mouth doesn't say it, my face will.
Yeah. And
it just sucked. And like I don't know if I ever told you this, but like when we were at the restaurant after the ceremony, Cody, like he had his shirt buttoned up all the way, right? So he had like that little neck button done.
Yeah.
And he started having a panic attack at the restaurant, and he was like,
tell me that.
He was like, I can't breathe. Like, I can't breathe right now. And granted, like for work, he has to have his shirts buttoned up all the way like that with the little neck button. Yeah. And he does like manual labor for work.
Yeah.
In like dress shirts. So like the fact that like just after the wedding, like he was like, I can't breathe. Like, and he couldn't get the button undone, and I had to undo it for him.
Oh, how weird.
And he was just like sitting at the bar looking really depressed, like drinking a glass of scotch or something.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me that.
Yeah, it was bizarre.
What a weird day.
It was a very strange day. Anyway.
Yeah.
So then you guys got married.
Yeah. It was really sudden, though.
Yeah, very much on the fly.
It was very fast. Because, like, did I tell you how he proposed to me?
I don't think so.
Okay. Well, so
I didn't think he really proposed. I thought you guys just like decided to like buy a ring.
Yes and no. So like Brandon was supposed to propose to me because the August before that, you know, so August 2018, we went on our Oregon trip, remember?
Yeah.
So he was supposed to propose to me in Oregon. That was his plan. But Link had bloody diarrhea. So So we couldn't figure out like why he was having bloody diarrhea, and it was so beautiful. Like we went on this like little hike, and it was like overseeing the ocean, and it was,
I love Oregon.
Yeah, it was like all foggy, and I love the fog. But then Link had bloody diarrhea, so we'd take him to the vet. So that's when Brandon was supposed to propose. So he didn't. And then like stuff just happened, because then the month after was your guys' wedding, and then like obviously the holidays. And then he was gonna propose again, but then my dad died, and so that happened, and so he was gonna postpone it again. So after my dad died, I went to stay with my mom for a while, just so she had like someone there. Yeah. And so we didn't see each other that whole time. And so I think that was only a week, to be honest. Like we were apart for just a week and didn't see each other for a week or whatever. And then when I came back home, we've never spent that much time away from each other before. Yeah. I think the longest was when he was in the Philippines, but that was like not in high school. That was like literally right after high school. Yeah. He went to the Philippines. So that's the longest we've been apart from each other. Yeah. And so like we just like missed each other so much. And then I think we were just like in bed and just hugging each other, you know, because we like haven't like slept with each other for a really long time. And I forgot how the conversation went, but at that moment Brandon just like asked me to marry him, and that's our true proposal. Yeah,
I love that so much. It's so you guys, you know. Yeah,
like not planned or anything. Just
just really intimate and just like very sincere.
Yeah. And that's how we like it anyways. Like, we're not the type of people who would do, like, the giant engagement where people, like, you know, like, those people...
Like what I did? Like, how I got engaged.
Oh, Disneyland. In front of everyone. Yeah.
During the eclipse.
I know. Yours was, like, very specific.
We didn't plan the eclipse part.
It just worked out that way. Yeah. But that's still pretty cool. But, yeah. But Brandon, like, did a proper proposal. I don't want to say proper. That doesn't sound right. But he did it again, like, Valentine's Day. Aww. And he took us to, like, El Dorado Hills, where our first date was, in front of the fountains. And then, then asked me, and then I don't have it. But I had, like, a ring he gave me, but then, you know, life happens and it doesn't fit my finger.
That's all funny. So relatable.
And then we got married. Yeah. And then you made my bouquet, which I still have.
I noticed.
Yeah, I kept it. Yeah. And I still have the little thing that was supposed to go in my hair, but didn't. I still have it.
Because it just wasn't working.
It wasn't. That day was just fast. It was just really all fast. Because, you know, I didn't have, like, the traditional wedding, so I did everything myself. I did my own makeup, did my own hair. So, and then my mom was late.
Running on that Filipino time.
For real. I was like, I told you when to come here. Because she wanted me to do her makeup, and then I got my jewelry out because she wanted to wear my earrings, all this stuff. Yeah. And then getting her dressed and ready. My mom was more like, because that week she got her hair permed, her nails done, she did all kinds of stuff.
She be flossing.
Yeah. It was a cute little dress, though.
Oh, your ma? Yeah. Didn't she have, like, multiple options?
Yeah.
She didn't even have an outfit picked out.
And I was like, it's just like a courthouse wedding. Like, but she like, went to Nordstrom and, like, got this, like, fancy dress. And she got 2 dresses because she couldn't figure out which one she wanted. But it worked out because we ended up having the wedding party at her house. So she wore her other dress.
That's right.
Yeah. That day, and she bought like these gold heels
to match the cake that I made.
Yeah, her outfit matched the cake.
Dude,
I was like, whose wedding is this?
Like the cake that that everyone got blue, royal blue diarrhea from. I'm so sorry about that. So sorry.
It was really good.
I'm glad it was good. I'm sorry I didn't attend. I was just too frazzled.
No, it's okay.
I'm glad you see, like, you get me. And that's the thing about, like, our friendship that is extremely special is, like, nobody gets me like you do. Like, especially when it comes to, like, other people and, like, pet peeves and, like how easily annoyed other people just irritate me. And I feel like you're the only person who understands that.
I know. I was just telling Brandon how, like, you're kind of the only person I can truly express my
hatred of others. Oh.
Opinions. Well, that too. Yeah. But, like, opinions,
yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Because, like,
I'll probably have a similar opinion.
Yeah. Well, not only that, like, even when we have... I'm just going to move my mouth around so it doesn't die. Even when we have, like, differing opinions, like, you don't get mad or, like, defensive or whatever. You'll listen to, like, why. And if you disagree, you just disagree. Like, and that's the end of our conversation, you know? Totes. We don't get, like, mad at each other. And that's really hard to come by. Aww. Someone who's, like, even if you disagree on something, like, you're still cool afterwards, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And that's really hard to come by. Like, I'm very careful what I say around certain people because I know how certain people are.
Triggered!
Yeah.
So. 0 to 100 real quick.
Ugh, I hate that.
Yeah.
I hate people who are like that.
And then our friendship today. So that's our timeline, basically.
Yeah.
And then so our friendship today.
What would you describe it?
Really, really close friends.
Okay.
We've been through a lot together. We've seen each other through many different phases of life. Mm-hmm. And we will see each other through many more. And I feel like we're just both for, like, I don't know about you, but definitely for the first time in my life, and I think it's the same for you too.
Okay.
Really just, I feel really happy. And I feel like I just, like, am in love with my life and, like, how things have turned out. And I just, like, there literally isn't anything that I would change about my life. Well, not anything, but...
Yeah.
I mean, like, for the most part, like, the main components of my life I wouldn't change. And... I think you're similar too. Like,
yeah,
I think we're both, like, in the same place right now. Like, we're on the edge of we're in the last of our 20s.
Yeah.
We're about to go into our 30s. Like, and I think the 30, I'm excited for the 30s. Like, my 30s, I think it's going to be, like, a really transformative period. And I think it's going to be the same for you too.
Yeah. And yeah, I'm actually pretty excited for my 30s just because, like, 20s is a whirlwind. Like, that decade. Yeah. Because, like, when you hit 20, you're kind of still a kid, you know?
Totally.
And you're still trying to, like, figure yourself out and figure out, like, where you want to be. And you're not, like, quite independent, you know?
Yeah.
Because you still get a lot of benefits being younger. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. And then your mid-20s, you're, like, kind of figuring it out, kind of, like, understanding what you want to do in life, but still, like...
You're getting there.
Yeah, you're still getting there. But, like, by your late 20s, you're kind of who you're going to be, you know, as a person, I feel like.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, obviously everyone, like, grows and changes, but, like, for the most part, I think this is who I, like, truly am.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to change. Like, I don't...
No, yeah. I know what you're... Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm picking up what you're putting down, sister.
Okay, good. I was like, am I making any sense?
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'm at a good point in my life, too. And I think the fact that we were able to stay friends throughout all these different phases shows that we're, like, meant to be friends. Because, you know, like... I had, like, best friends and, like I was close to Courtney, for example, and Tatum, and we just fell out of, I don't know, just life happens, and
yeah,
it just didn't work out, I guess, like, the phase that we're in.
Totally. I mean, you never know. People...
I mean, they might come back.
Circle back around sometimes.
But we were able to, like, withstand every phase.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there are definitely like, I feel like the longest we didn't talk was like maybe a year.
Probably.
Maybe 2 years.
Yeah. But that was like, again, like that was during college and
yeah,
I didn't really have a social life back then.
Like that 2012 to 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, I just can't wait to see what life has in store for the both of us.
Me too. I mean, I don't know how much my life would change, to be honest. Because I'm not having kids or anything.
I don't know how my life will change. I mean, I don't know. I think I'd be kind of okay if my life was like this for the rest of my life.
Do you have any like goals or anything, or like?
Honestly, no. I'm not really a goal person, though. You know, like I don't really set goals.
Yeah, Brandon always say, if you don't make goals, you can't fail, or something like that. Wow. I forgot what he says. Something like that, though.
Love it. I also wrote down some main takeaways, which we've already talked about. So,
what do you mean?
So, like the main takeaways I have from our friendship.
Oh, okay.
So, our understanding of one another and like our lack for tolerance of other people / pet peeves. And then another takeaway I wrote down is consistency. Always been there for each other. Always find our way back to each other.
Yeah, that's true.
And then last thing I wrote down is like how motivated I am by your drive and your resiliency.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I really, really deeply look up to you. And just.
Do you really?
Yes. And admire you and just like how successful you are. And like, I'm just so proud of you because like where you came from, you know, childhood and everything that you've been through to get to this point. Like, it's amazing.
Oh, thank you.
Like, you purchased a motherfucking house in the state of California. Like,
yeah,
that's
rough.
That's a big deal. Like, that's a major accomplishment.
That was so stressful. My hair was falling out. Yeah, it was gross. It was not fun. It's not fun buying a house in California. Let's just say that.
But you did it.
Yeah, we did it, and we've been here for a while now. But that's kind of goes to what I was saying, like, how different we are. Because I think that's what our differing personalities complement each other. Because you like that about me, but I also look up to you in a way like you are not afraid to be yourself. You know, you love yourself. Like, that's why I was saying in our last episode, like, do I think you're narcissistic? Well, yeah, because everybody is to an extent, but I also think it's a privilege to be able to love yourself that much because not everyone has that. You know, like not everyone can have that mindset, and it's like something everyone wants to achieve. I admired that.
Aww.
Yeah.
That's so sweet. Okay, so question.
Okay, shoot.
So, like, in my opinion, friendships are just as important as, like, romantic relationships. And, like our relationship as friends has definitely been more consistent or the most consistent, the most healthy relationship that I've ever been in.
Oh.
'Cause like, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Like, because it's different. You know, like how you talk to your romantic partner is different from how you talk to your best friend.
Yeah.
You know, and it's a different vibe, different mood. I don't know. Like, I don't talk to Brandon the same way I talk to you.
Yeah.
You know.
But I think it's definitely, like, just as important. And I would say, like, friendship is more important than a romantic relationship. Like, I could easily go without, like, a boyfriend or, like a partner or significant other. But I could not go without friends.
It's a good insight. I don't know. I never really thought about that.
Well, Brandon, like, is your best friend. So.
Yeah. I guess that's hard because he's my longest and my best friend. So I was like, how do I don't know if I agree with that, but I guess it's different. I guess for me, it's just the person, you know, not necessarily whether it's a romantic or like a friendship, but the person. Yeah.
But yeah, I just like, I think friendships are just as like necessary.
Yeah. especially if you're lucky enough to find someone that you could like connect with so well.
Yeah.
Because for me, that's really hard to do. Like, I mean, look at how many friends I have. I don't have that many.
Same.
But it's because like it's just hard to find that, And
I also think one thing we're very similar in and like the same on is our tolerance for bullshit is just like none.
Yeah. I know it kind of makes me sound like I'm like a cold-hearted bitch, but like at the same time, like I'm happy, because I don't have certain people in my life.
It's just
like, isn't that important?
It's exhausting.
Isn't your happiness important?
Like, I need so much time for myself just to be alone and like do my own thing.
Yeah.
Like, I just, nah.
Yeah, because
it's exhausting. Like, I'm so tired just even thinking about like maintaining multiple like relationships with people.
Yeah. Because it might sound like selfish, but like, would you rather be miserable and unhappy trying to just maintain all these relationships based on like obligation or whatever, or just have like the very few that you're close to and just be happy with that,
Yeah, totally. I like remember like in my early mid 20s when I started realizing the power of saying no to people and like letting go of feeling obligated to be friends with somebody or hang out with somebody or go do something if somebody's asking me to do it. And I like feel like I used to be like a giant people pleaser and it like fed into like my own insecurities, like kind of like what we talked about last time.
Yeah.
And so like I'd always like tell people yes, even though I didn't want to.
Yeah.
And since I stopped doing that, yeah, definitely a much happier person.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I think before, like when we're younger, I think maybe we're just afraid of, I don't know, losing friends or not having friends or whatever.
Yeah.
But
definitely.
Yeah. So being able to say no is amazing. It's an amazing feeling, And not everyone can say no.
Do you can you relate? Like, do you remember like kind of that like sense of like confidence and like power when you're like, oh, I finally like did something that I really wanted to do instead of just going along with what somebody else wanted me to do?
Yeah. I can't remember, like, pinpoint exactly.
Yeah, I can't either, but I definitely remember that feeling.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my God, I don't have to say yes. Like, I can say no. Like, I'm not obligated to do anything for anybody.
Yeah. I think it was when we started saying no to family events. That was very, like, empowering because, they see each other every weekend. So when do I get to have my me time? Like, we already have to work, or at the time, like, working more than 40 hours a week, or, a week.
Yeah.
And so you want your weekend to do what you want to do because you worked so hard during the week and whatever. So that was, like, really nice. And the fact that people recognize that. Like, at first, people were, like, upset. And they probably still are, But it's not as bad. Like, it's not, like... Because they would think, like, we're mad at them or upset with them. But now it's just like, well, that's just Brandon and Mia. They just don't go to things.
Love it.
Yeah. But, yeah, I don't know. And I remember, like, very vividly getting into a fight with my sister, the one we don't talk to. And I remember just trying to, like, cater to my dad, like, trying to just be nice to her, whatever, like not get into it. But she did something that like pissed me off. That was like, what did she do? She did something disrespectful to my mom. And anytime someone does something disrespectful to my mom, it like triggers like my, I don't know, mama bear instincts or something. Yeah, totally. Like it just like came out, and like we were in a family group text, and I just, like, went off on her in the text with, like, other family members. I think I just, like, got tired. I was just tired of it.
You can only be pushed so far.
Yeah. And at some point, like, someone's got to know about this bitch, you know? She's not as pure and nice as people think she is. Like, just because she calls herself a born-again Christian doesn't mean anything. And so that was kind of like, I think, the start of me finally, like, being confident enough to, like, say no and cut people off who don't deserve to be in, like, my life.
And, like, not caring what other people think.
Such a freeing feeling, too.
Ugh.
And, like, putting yourself first.
That's definitely one thing I wish I would have learned sooner in life, is to not care what people think.
Yeah. That was so detrimental in high school.
Yeah.
God. If I knew now...
What
like,
you kn-
What...
If I knew, then what I know now.
Yeah. I would be such a different person. I feel like I would have a better time in high school. Not that I didn't have a good time, but I definitely cared too much. And I was super self-conscious. I thought I was, like, enormous, even though I was, like, perfectly fine and healthy.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, I love you.
I love you too.
And you truly make my life better.
Oh.
And I can't imagine you not being part of my life. Like, I mean, I mean, maybe, like, when we get older, like, we'll move away from each other, but I think we're always going to stay in touch.
Yeah.
At least I hope
I think
so.
so too.
Even though I'm really bad at that.
So am I. I mean, sometimes we don't text each other for
months.
Yeah. I'm like, hey, bitch, you want to go out?
Yeah,
and
bitch.
Everything's, like, back to normal.
Yeah. Oh, we never skip a beat.
Yeah.
Life is just busy. Well, actually, I'm not busy. I'm never busy. You're the one who's always busy.
I know.
Also, what's up with the fucking group text? Like, really, the four of us are really not free until October 29th? My God.
Because Casey works a lot. Well, she works weird hours. That's why. Because she works those weird, like, graveyard shifts. And she doesn't work, or she works weekends, too.
I just feel like you guys are always, like, busy doing stuff.
I think it's mostly Casey. Because I'm free, like, during the week after 5:30. So.
Yeah, that's true. Anyways, thanks for having me.
Yeah.
It's been real.
Thanks. Thanks for doing this.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah. Hats off to me for a good idea. Thanks for listening, everybody.
Yeah, thanks. I don't know if it was interesting to you, but this is our story. Bailey and Mia's story.
It's definitely interesting to us.
Yeah.
And that's really all we care about, right?
Yeah. Walking down memory lane.
Yeah. Good times.
I forgot about some of the stuff you talked about, too.
I know, me too.
I was like, that happened? I miss my, that Camry, though, that I used to drive.
Why?
I don't know. Simpler times.
Yeah.
But do you remember, like the passenger window doesn't work? And I'm always like, don't open it! And then our radio didn't work. And it was like because it's a 97 Camry, so we had Brandon had this cassette auxiliary cord thing, so you put in the cassette player and it's an auxiliary cord.
Yep.
And our radio didn't work, so we plugged it into a portable radio. Do you remember that? And it was one of those, like, waterproof, like, shower radios. And that's how I listened to the radio.
You miss that shit?
I don't know.
You have Bluetooth in your Lexus now.
Yeah. Sorry for the bottom story. Like, we went everywhere in that car, though. Or at least around Sacramento.
That's like what being a teenager is all about. Is just like hanging with your friends and like fucking rolling down the road, nighttime, blast music from portable shower radio, windows down except for the passenger one.
three windows down only.
Just like driving around listening to music. Like that's what we did. Like that's what kids do. Like yeah. I love it. It was good times.
And I remember I would see you riding your bike down Greenback.
Oh really?
Yeah. I'm like, there's Bailey. Back to her apartment.
That's hell fucking funny.
I just remember like being able to pinpoint you because you had like Wasn't it like a bright yellow beach cruiser or something?
Yeah. I had a few of them. I had a pink one. I had a yellow one. I had one that had like a lot of flowers on it that was like white and blue. It was gorgeous.
Yeah.
Loved that bike. I miss my bikes. Good times. Good times.
Yeah, good times. Anyways, it's been grand.
Yeah.
Thanks for being on again.
Oh, guess what?
What?
We have those cinnamon rolls.
Yes. Okay, bye guys.
Bye. Oh my god. Hell funny.
All right. Thanks for making it to the end. If you enjoy what you hear and want to stay up to date on the show, please follow me on Facebook and or on Instagram. You can also check out my website at thetalkativeintrovertpodcast.com. All the information will be on there as well as in the show notes. If you want to help support the show, please review and rate the podcast and share it with your friends and family. Thanks so much, and I'll talk to you guys in the next episode.